Hey, what's up guys, Flick here and welcome back to another episode of the One Season Challenge Career Mode with Sevilla. And as you can see from the counter, we are rapidly approaching transfer deadline day, a match to play against Osasuna, and then getting forward to February, we have some huge league fixtures against Athletic Bilbao, who have kind of been our rival this season, somewhere always towards the top of the league table, and they've been a few games back, so if we can get a win here, that could increase our chances of being top of La Liga by the end of the episode, but we will round off the episode with an away match against Celta Vigo. There have been a lot of Sevilla transfer rumors in recent days. Apparently, Capablanca and Iborra are set to leave the club, and Samir Nasri is set to join the club. If those deals do happen, then I'm not sure what to think for Sevilla. A lot of their players from last season have left the club already, and transferring two more out would not be the best move in my opinion. But I have adjusted my transfer short list with those rumors in mind, and I wanted to give you guys an update on my transfer plans because they have changed quite a bit since the beginning of the January transfer window. We were looking to sign a young center back to add a little bit more squad depth, and I have 5 center mids here in the short list: Rakitic, Yaya Toure, Nainggolan, Samir Nasri, and Hatem Ben Arfa. Few of these guys are more attacking-minded players, the others are more defensive. In order to make these deals happen, I think it's a necessity for us to sell Iborra, whether that's in a swap deal or selling him for funds and using those funds to make a transfer happen. For the attacking-minded players, I would look to include money plus Kiyotake, and for the more defensive-minded players, I would look to include Iborra on the deal and a little less money. With that said, I don't know which transfers are going to happen. I'm going to be including a lot of bids right here. I'm not going to showcase all of them to you because it would just take too much time. But if any of these deals are accepted, I will show you guys after our match against Osasuna. With about 14 million in our transfer budget, I feel like our best option going forward would be to ask for funds from the board. And our objectives are relatively low, so we can definitely increase those in order to receive more funds from the board. We're going to increase our league objective to winning the league title. I know that's an ambitious ask, but we are within grasp of doing so if we can have a good run of form. And for the domestic cup, we're going to look to reach the semifinal. Since we are about to get into the match against Osasuna, I wanted to showcase the league table to give you guys an idea of how close it is at the top of La Liga. Really, any of the top 6 teams could be in the first place position if the matches do go their way for them. Osasuna all the way down in 17th, but with that match against Bilbao coming up, we need to get a win here. My game plan for this game is going to be very straightforward: cross the ball into Balotelli and allow him to win some headers. Playing against these 5 at the back formations is such a pain on Legendary, but we've dropped so many unnecessary points this season. That needs to change, and we need to make it change right now. Rami playing it through to Thiago. We might have options with Balotelli, and if we can play him to space, it could be a goal, but Capablanca cutting inside. It's a finesse shot for him, and that went off the crossbar. I can't believe it. What a start to the game, and Capablanca already looking dangerous. A chance here for Jesus Navas. If he can cut this one back to the outside, go to the byline, try to cross it in. We could get the goal. Balotelli on the near post. What a save from the keeper. We need more of that. Chance for Martins to cross this one in. It's really the first attack all match for Osasuna, but we will get that one clear and look to get forward. Gonzo, a needless takeaway by the defense. Jesus Navas playing this one forward. Thiago's going to get to it, and he'll run with it in some space. Balotelli asking for it, and he will receive. Now pushing this one forward, trying to spin inside. Does so successfully. Needs options in the middle. Finds Gonzo, near post finesse shot. Hits the side netting. At the end of the first half, we have been all over Osasuna, but no goals to show for it. I think a change in formation is needed. I've optioned to go for a 3-4-3. I think this is the perfect formation because it allows us to still send in crosses if we want to do that, and also play the ball narrowly if that is a better alternative. We've used 3 substitutions at the halftime break, which might be a bit early, but I felt like they were needed substitutions, bringing in Colo as well as Castillo and Sarabia at the right wing position. Here's Nzonzi spotting out Castillo. This is a great run. Has Capablanca as well, but Castillo looking to do it himself. And crossing this one in. It's a perfect cross, and do we win the header? It's offside. That's so unfortunate. 10 minutes left to go, and we're still trying to attack and send in crosses. Jesus Navas using his pace to his advantage. Going to the byline. Could dribble this one in a little bit further. Someone show for him. He got pushed off the ball, and it was a clean tackle. It is a throw-in for us with only 2 minutes left to go. We're going to play this one to Thiago. He's got to pass centrally. And Nzonzi. Not too heavy of a touch here to Balotelli. Just trying to use his pace to his advantage. Getting pushed off the ball. and he gets in the way of that clearance, but it's going to be a throw-in for Osasuna. That's the full-time whistle. I'm 90% sure Osasuna didn't get a single shot in that game. Sorry, I'm mistaken. Osasuna got one shot in that game, but what's new, guys? We know this is how the game is going to work when you're coming up against a 5-back formation. We had chances in that game, just couldn't put them away. Following that game, I'm happy to take a little break and get into the transfers, and I'm happy to say that the board has decided to grant us the additional $10 million to our transfer budget. That's certainly going to give us more options in terms of players to buy. We've got some great news as 3 different transfer deals have been accepted. 2 of them are loan offers for Diego Llorente and Pablo Iniguez. I'm going to be going with Diego Llorente because he's in higher overall, and that's what I'm looking to have in this team, even though he is on higher wages. But more importantly, the transfer deal was accepted by Roma for Raja Nainggolan. 14 million plus Iborra was the price. And to be honest, that's a great bit of business because it's only slightly above Nainggolan's actual market value. So now we got to get to the contract negotiations, which is a bit of a burden on its own. Sometimes they don't want to relocate, but we're going to be giving him his 170 grand a week, 3 years, and a crucial first team player. And here you have it. He does want more money in that contract offer, which isn't a big deal. We have the wage budget because we're going to be offloading quite a bit of wages from selling Iborra to Roma. So we're going to increase it up to 200 grand. And I think that should be enough to make this deal happen. Before we can get into any more transfer negotiations with Nainggolan, we have received a pretty sizable bid from Valencia, 48 million for Thiago. And although this is a lot of money, I'm not going to be selling him to a rival in La Liga. That would strengthen up Valencia, and I don't want to be coming up against Thiago. I'd rather keep him in the team and keep our confidence in him because he's been injured for most of the season. I want to give him more of a shot. All it took was some extra wages, and Nainggolan has accepted his contract deal. And in my opinion, this is a massive upgrade from Iborra, both in terms of the rating, that's an upgrade of +2, and of how he plays in game. And with this being a 1-season challenge career mode, we might as well spend the money we do have. As we approach the end of transfer deadline day, we'll take a look at some of the top deals and a lot of moves happening in La Liga. Karim Benzema looking to join Neymar at PSG, and Jerome Boateng joining Barcelona. Now, what I'm really curious about is if Real Madrid replaced Benzema with someone else, because currently he's the top goal scorer in La Liga, and for him to leave for 68 million, I'm not sure why Real Madrid did that considering they're top of the table. And just confirming it for you guys, they did not bring anyone else in during this transfer window. I think that's a silly move from Real Madrid, and that really jeopardizes their chances of winning a La Liga title this season. But for us in particular, I think our squad is looking very solid. We have a stacked midfield now with Thiago, Nainggolan, and Gonzo. Our front three is also good in Conoplanca, Ben Yedder, and Jesus Navas. And our subs and reserves are where they need to be. We have plenty of players there that if more injuries do happen, we do have the squad rotation to bring in some new players. Personally, I find this hilarious that Sergio Rico has come to me and said he wants to request a transfer to another club. I think that's absolutely ridiculous considering how he's played this season. He's been so inconsistent. We've kept faith in him, and we decided not to transfer him away, and this is how he repays us. Oh well, this is a 1-season challenge and it won't affect this career mode. Following that draw against Osasuna, we've now dropped to 5th in the league table, but if we can get a win here against Bilbao, that's really going to change the game entirely. That'll put us within 2 points of Real Madrid, and all we need to rely on is for, once again, the CPU to lose some matches. This match will serve as a debut for Raja Nainggolan, and what a match to debut for Sevilla. He needs to put in a big shift today if we do want to get a win against Bilbao, who have been strong defensively and haven't dropped many points this season. That Bilbao front three is so dangerous, and I think it's a large reason why they've done pretty decent in the league this year. Aduriz is an absolute monster in game and has some great aerial ability, but I'm done making excuses, guys. We need to go out there, live up to our potential, and pick up 3 points. We'll take this throw in short and try to work it around. Escudero doesn't have the best technical ability, but he will find Raja Nainggolan, defender coming in from behind. Over to Ben Yedder, trying to turn the defender, holding up the play, just power shot this one, and it's off the post. We need to finish this one. Conoplanca being in the right place at the right time, and for that chance to work out in our favor, oh, that makes me so happy, especially after the last game. And a match of this caliber and this quality, we need some sort of luck, to be completely honest with you. We're not going to be stopping there, though. I'm not comfortable until we have a 2 or 3 goal lead, so we'll be pushing on, trying to add another. What a ball. And Ben Yedder making it. Oh my goodness, what a through ball by Nainggolan. Ben Yedder, you better finish this one on the near post, and it's 2 boys. Come on! This is the kind of game where we need to show up, and our transfer in Nainggolan has already made an impact. I don't know how he found a way to make that through ball work, but here it is again on the replay. What a through ball and what a finish by Ben Yedder. Come on, boys. This match is just night and day from our recent run of form, and it feels so great to be scoring goals again. You can tell the impact that 9-Golan is making on this game in terms of his passing and defensive ability. I don't see any reason for us to make substitutions at this point. We're going to go more defensive and try to see this match out. Ben Yedder open once again. Kronevitter, great pass to find him. And it could be a Burba spin to cut inside, but instead he's just going to cut around. Oh, we are scoring goal after goal in this one. What a finish by Ben Yedder. Celebrate in front of the camera for me there. And a great bit of play to work that one around. And great patience by the team. To be honest, that was a failed Burba spin attempt, but it worked out in our favor. Great finesse shot by Ben Yedder. 30 minutes left to go, and with a 3-0 lead, we'll start thinking about our next fixture. Konoplyanka being brought off, and Castillo coming in for him. Sarabia at the right wing position, and Ben Yedder's going to get a rest. Luciano Vietto coming on. One more chance for us as we close out the game. Luciano Vietto could score if he can put this one away. No, he's going to sweat this one across. It needs to be an easy finish. 4-0. This may be the worst loss of the season for Athletic Bilbao. And could this be the turning point for us in our season? Are we going to start climbing up in the league table once again? We shall see. This is exactly how we need to perform on every single match day. Yes, we got a little bit lucky on our first goal for the rebound to go directly back to us. But after that, it was just some decent finishes by the team. And I'm curious to see the player ratings because anyone could have gotten it in our team. But it was Sergio Rico who got it. And maybe he's trying to increase his market value and get to some bigger club. I don't care what he's doing as long as he's playing well for our team for the remainder of the season. Keep on doing it. With it being the start of the month and a couple of new transfers into the team, I thought I would get a squad report for you guys and quickly scroll through the players, get my thoughts if anyone does stand out to me. First standout, of course, being Sergio Rico with a +6. Tremolinas up +1 despite being 30 years old. Be glad to have him back from injury once he does return. Escudero also making a strong case at the left back position. But moving on, Jesus Navas, 30 years old. That's not stopping him from growing in his technical ability. Great stuff right there. Thiago growing up +1. Along with him, Castillo growing through the training. Correa, despite not getting much playtime, is growing in his physicals and a couple of his technical traits. And closing it out, just a couple players who are out on loan. Overall, very, very happy with the team. This is the moment I have been waiting for all season. Just 2 points separates us and that first place position in Real Madrid. We just needed a little bit of luck to go on our side and Real Madrid to drop a couple of points along with Athletic Bilbao. And I think we can end up on top of La Liga. It sounds like an ambitious task and something that probably won't happen in real life with Sevilla, but this is career mode. We're going to try to make it happen. Celta Vigo are a mid-table side, but they have been pretty consistent, getting 7 wins, 6 draws, and 8 losses. Not going to be holding anything back for this upcoming game. Just looking to keep that form that we had against Bilbao. Moving forward, I'm going to try to be splitting up the playtime more between Kiyotake and Gonzo. I feel like Kiyotake is a very solid player that doesn't get enough recognition in this career mode. But our front three is looking solid as ever with Ben Yedder at the striker position, Konoplyanka on left, Jesus Navas on the right. One change that we do have with a player out of position is Mariano. He's usually a right back, but Escudero is too tired for this game and it shouldn't make too much of an impact on our performance. Celta Vigo are a very solid team and I don't think they will be an easy opponent for us in this upcoming game. They're a mid-table side, so they're going to be hungry for a win here and they probably want to knock out any chances we do have of being top of the table. Good passing early on by Celta Vigo. Sergio Rico makes the save. Shouldn't have even touched it, to be honest with you. We were lucky not to concede there. Mariano pushing up from the left back position. And now playing a nice through ball over to Kano. Keeps it in bounds as well. Has a through ball chance in the middle. That's perfect. Just one more pass centrally. Kiyotake over to Benier. Takes a touch. And that's going to be 1-0. We've been a lot more patient with our passing inside the box. And that has paid dividends to the goals we are finishing. Ben Yedder could very well be the top goal scorer in La Liga because honestly, it was Karim Benzema who was running away with it with like 16 goals, but now that he's at PSG, Ben Yedder has it up for grabs. Free kick from us from pretty far out. We're going to play this one on the ground and hopefully hang on to possession. Playing it centrally. Needs to be a first-time shot. What a finish by Kiyotake. Just turning his body. What a goal that would have been. Ooh, what a through ball. Played to Was. He might be able to finish this one. Again, not on target. Whether it's Sergio Rico and his positioning or him making saves, he's improved tenfold in this episode. Throwing for us, it's Hector Bellerin, waiting for options and finds Raja 9-Golan, who sees the pass in the middle. Thiago needs to do something quickly with it. Over to Kiyotake, outside to Konoplyanka. Loses hold of possession, gets fouled, And that's a controversial penalty kick call. I try to stay from a third party on these calls, and in my opinion, I don't think that was a penalty kick. Let's take a look at the replay. What happened? I think it was just two players going for the ball. With that said, that's not going to stop me from attempting to get a goal from this. Getting it in the green, off to the right, and it will be put away by Ben Yedder, adding another goal to his La Liga goal scoring tally. Oh, that might be a mistake. And don't tell me they're about to score on that one. Oh, we're going to get it clear. We got so lucky right there. And guys, I'm going to be transparent with you. I feel, just playing the game, that the game is giving us breaks. You can just see how the CPU is attacking. They're hitting the post and all that stuff. They know that I'm getting tired of losing games, and they're allowing me to come back. Kiyotake with the shot here. We scored those kind of goals. Are you kidding? Oh, this game sometimes is so good, but sometimes it's so bad. Here we are at halftime, and I don't think I need to comment too much on that first half for you. All I can say is that things went our way rather than our opposition's way for a change. And I'm going to actually make some substitutions here at halftime because we have such a dominant lead. We may as well start resting up for the next match. I'm going to try to get Ben Yedder's hat trick, so I'll keep him on. But Konoplyanka will be brought off, and we'll bring on Castillo and Sarabia at the right wing position. Corner kick for us. Can we get Ben Yedder's hat trick on this? We'll find out. And the cross sent in, cleared away. Castillo just bang one from this kind of position. I have no words right now, guys. Every single shot we seem to have on target is going in. It's almost like we have sliders on, but I just have to show it for you guys because this is ridiculous. I can't believe it right now. We're going to go to the settings, and I think it's under game settings for you guys. Camera, visual, audio, and customization. Everything is on 50 for you guys. I don't know what to say. We'll use our final substitution to close out this game. Kronaveter coming on for Thiago. He wanted to get the start in this game, but I want to at least give him some play time by using him as a substitute. Throwing it for us. We're still trying to get that hat trick for Ben Yedder. Hector Bellerin working it around to 9-goaling. Now it's Kronaveter. Kiyotake. Ben Yedder fake shot. Crossbody goal. And saved by Sergio, but it's a penalty. Well, let's give it to Ben Yedder and see if he can get his first hat trick on the year. Off to the right once again. Sergio dove that way the first time. Dove the other way the second time, and that is 3 goals on the day for Ben Yedder. Well done, he'll get the match ball. Pretty sure this is the first hat trick on the year, and there is Ben Yedder getting the match ball from the referee. What a way to close out the episode. 5-0 is not too shabby of a performance against Celta Vigo, and I can only hope that we continue this kind of play in future episodes. But guys, I hope you have enjoyed this episode of the Sevilla Career Mode. If you have, make sure you drop a like down below. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I do have links to my Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch down in the description below. But until next time, this has been Flake. I'll be talking to you guys again soon.